Anastasia, whatever, bitch, whatever. What sign are you?
Cancer.
Oh, okay, that's why I'm a Pisces.
Yeah, get on. A very big welcome to episode 2 of Greeks of Melbourne. I've got one of the funniest and the best person to my left-hand side, Anastasia, or is it Anastasia, do you prefer?
Anastasia, Anastasia, whatever, bitch, whatever.
You are the best. We've got her. Obviously, she's so famous from Gogglebox, and she's been on your TV screens, and she's back on again. But this time, we're filming right here in the heart of Eden Mall, right here at Melissa. And I've dragged Anastasia down, and I said, I want to get you on Greeks of Melbourne because you are so influential, and you have, I think, single-handedly put Greeks on the map.
I hope I have.
Yeah.
And someone should.
I think you've done a great job.
Yeah, we invented everything.
Yeah.
Right? We gave them democracy,
Yeah.
pap smears, the time, mathematics. You name it, we gave it.
I love that you gave them mathematics. I love that.
Yeah, what about pap smears? You know that we gave us the world pap smears.
Now I do, obviously.
Yeah.
You sound like my papu.
Yeah.
Which is so proud. I've always wanted to ask, which part of Greece are you from?
My parents are from Peloponneso, Pyrgo Ilias.
Pyrgo Ilias, okay.
Do you know where Olympia is, where the first Olympic Games were held? The athletes used to line up at my mum and dad's town and walk to the stadium.
No way.
Yep.
So they were they arranged marriage?
No. Well, it's a really funny story because my parents came here. First my dad was here, then my mum came. And it was sort of arranged, but they wanted my mum to stay in Australia. So they said to pretend that she wanted to marry my dad, right? And then when she got here, she went to the immigration, she said, I don't want to marry him anymore. But deep down inside, she fell in love with him and wanted to marry him because my dad was good looking. I took after my dad.
You did?
And then they got together here and they got married.
No way.
Yeah.
So were you born here or Greece?
I was born here.
Amazing. Siblings?
I've got 2. I've got a brother Bill and a brother Andrew.
Are they all born here as well?
Yes.
So then when your parents came and everything, they came on the Patris or where they come
The
on?
Patris.
The Patris, amazing.
And who didn't come here on the Patris? There.
They came when they were landed in Port Melbourne?
Yes.
Amazing. Where did you guys set foot in?
Okay.
House-wise?
When my dad first came here, he lived in Richmond with his sisters. Then obviously my mum got married and they all lived in one big house. And when I was born, I still remember the house. It has the longest hallway. I still remember it. I was 3, I think, 3 or 4, maybe a bit older. Then from there, from Richmond, my dad built our first house in Camberfield.
Okay.
Stayed there a couple of years. And when I was 7, he bought his first business in Middle Park. And we shifted to Middle Park.
What line of business was that in?
Supermarkets and foods, fast food.
Amazing, amazing. And now, you obviously grown up, so you grew up in the area, what? So you were staying off air, obviously, up until 7 in Middle Park. After that, where did you move to?
From 7, I moved into Middle Park.
Yep.
And then I got married and moved out and moved to One Turner.
One Turner, so you've been based out of One Turner?
Forever.
Forever, amazing.
Yeah. And I like it there. I actually want to move to Oakley eventually. I want to come back down to Oakley, where all the Greeks are.
Well, luckily you're talking to a real estate agent. I'll probably try and find you a house.
Yeah, you will.
I'll find you. You let me know which ones you want me to door knock.
The one on the white one on the
You want the one? Well, I'll make sure I door knock it for you on your behalf. Do you go back to Greece much?
I do. I'm going in October this year.
October?
And can I tell you why?
Yeah.
Because my partner wants to come with me. He wants to go and sightsee. Yeah. And I'm not going to go and sightsee in June and July when it's 40 degrees, humidity, hot. I can't do it. Yeah. So I said, if you want to sightsee, we've got to go in October. October's still nice weather.
Beautiful weather.
It's still nice weather. And he's going to come for 4 weeks and then I might stay for another 4.
How long do you guys normally, when you go over, how long do you go over for?
If I go 6 to 8 weeks.
Bravo.
Right. But we actually want to buy a property.
Nice.
And go 6 months there, 6 months here.
Bravo, so you should. Are you normally the type of person that when you go to Greece, you go to the same places in Greece, or do you go around a bit and travel? You're a traveller?
Yeah, I'm a traveller. I stay in Bidgol with my family.
Yep.
Right, my cousins are there, my uncles are there. I stay there. That's where my grandpa were buried, everybody. I travel. I've been to Santorini, Mykonos, Paros, Zakynthos, I've been everywhere.
What's your favourite island in Greece?
Look, I love Santorini. That's probably one of my favourites.
You're in Enochiara then?
Yeah.
Yeah, Katalava.
But Paros, I love Paros.
Really?
Yeah, Paros is a beautiful island.
Obviously, Greece itself, do you try and go every year, or?
I do try and go every year, that is the truth. But unfortunately, I didn't go last year because due to us building and the builder stuffing us around, we couldn't get to go. But I do try and go there every year.
Bravo.
Why not our patrida? You got to keep your roots. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love it. You're the best. Can I ask you, and always something I wanted to ask, how do you even get on Gogglebox?
They found me in the street.
Actually?
In the corner, on a corner street.
Actually? So what happened to me?
No, I was working at the market with my mum. We used to sell dried nuts and eggs and all the rest of it.
Which market?
I was at the Frankston market in Wells Street. And there was a casting director walking around with his mother and they spotted me. and they asked me if I wanted to audition. They thought I'd be perfect for it, and they gave me a brochure, and I threw the brochure away. I just thought, oh yeah, whatever. Και το πέταξα.
Yeah.
And you know who's the first person that I asked to do it with me? Because they asked me for a Greek girl. I asked Anthea's mother.
No way.
Yeah, Marina. I asked her first to do it, and she said no.
So she could have been something special as well.
Yeah. Καλύτερα that I didn't do it with her. She wouldn't have done my head in. Θα μου είχε σπάσει τα νεύρα μέχρι τώρα.
I wish I knew you back then, man. I would have done it with you for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
change partners at all?
No, I've done it with Faye from the start.
Oh, if anything changes, let me know, yeah?
Yeah, no, but look, Faye, you know what? I couldn't have asked anyone better than Faye to do it with, to be honest.
How many seasons have you done now?
I'm going into my 22nd or 23rd.
Straight on Gogglebox?
Yeah, I've been in it from day one.
Wow.
So the first episode aired in February 2015.
Wow.
So how many years have I been doing it now? 11?
Wow.
11, 12 years?
Wow.
Yeah.
How many? Is there 2 seasons every year?
Yes.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
And have you already wrapped up filming now for this coming season, or?
We finished the last season. Now we're starting, I think, in August, the next season.
Bravo.
More laughs and blakias and malakias.
Was there ever any hesitancy when you got asked to do it?
No.
No.
There wasn't, but I thought my one chance at fame, and I'm going to do a malakia of a show, people watch TV. I was actually embarrassed.
Yeah.
Right? But who was to know that 7 Logies later, 1 actor award later, that the show is one of the most popular shows on TV?
Do you go to the Logies?
No, we don't go.
You make them win the Logie and you can't even go to the Logies?
Yeah, but there's a reason why we don't go.
What's that?
You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because if you get to know all the people at the Logies, then when you see their shows, you can't comment or chicane them because you're feeling bad because you know them. You know, they don't want us to get close because then it makes it harder to review their shows.
Katalala.
So that's okay. Look, we don't have to be there. We get the Logies. That's all that matters.
Speaking of shows at the moment, what do you normally go to? What's your go-to to watch at the moment? Greek. Do you watch any Greek TV?
Isn't it funny that you should be asking me that now? You know what I've been watching? Season 1 from the start. My Greek Odyssey with Peter.
He's amazing. He's up to 7 or 8 seasons now.
Yeah, I love it. I taped one ages ago, but now every night I sit and I watch it, and I'm writing down places that I haven't been to that I want to go to. Yeah,
I love that. Do you watch any Antenna?
Yeah. No, I used to, right? But isn't it funny? About 2 weeks ago, I went to subscribe to do, but you know what happened? I forgot to pay my bill and they disconnected Foxtel. And I couldn't do it. And then I paid my bill and I had to wait for them to get the payment. And then they put it back on, and I do want to reinstate Antenna.
It's all about, and I'll give you guys a tip in this. I don't know if anybody else out here that can be helpful, but if you've got a smart TV, download Edflix. It's a free app called Edflix, F-L-I-X. Edflix, E-R-T, Flix, F-L-I-X.
Yeah.
I'll download it for you on your phone.
Yeah.
And you can get as many Greek series as you want.
Are you serious?
And it's free.
On
your smart TV. Because you can put your logons from and it streams directly from Greece.
Really?
It's called Edflix. So if anybody's at home and they want to watch Greek TV but they don't know where to find
it,
Edflix. I'll download it on your phone, then you can download it on your smart app.
Okay.
We don't have to do it now because we're recording.
Okay.
Obviously, by the way, just off topic, as someone that's always been a bigger boy, just off topic that I wanted to comment on, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
You've lost so much weight.
30 kilos.
Wow. What did you do?
Still got a fat ass though. Had gastric sleeve surgery.
Wow.
Yeah.
Has it changed your life?
Yes. I got to the like I'm 62. I'm not young anymore.
You don't look it.
Yeah. And it started to affect my health. I couldn't walk. My knees were hurting. I had no motivation, no energy. I felt depressed because, you know, even filming, I couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
You know. And I said to Gab, I said, no, there's got to be more to life because I still feel young. I don't feel my age.
Yeah.
And I went to a surgeon a while ago and we talked about a gastric sleeve. And then I said to Gab, as soon as we sell the last property that we developed, I said, I'm going into, because I don't have private health cover. It's because the money that I paid to do the gastric sleeve, it's like I had 4 years of health cover. If you're going to have health cover from start, when do you use it? When you get in your 60s. You don't use it when you're younger because you're not that sick, you know?
Yep.
So I went in and had the surgery on February the 3rd. And to date, I've lost 30 kilos.
You look fantastic.
I want to show my journey on Instagram, but unfortunately I can't yet because I'm contracted to Women's Day. They want to do a story on me, and I can't do anything until they've done the story on me.
They need a tripod to help you record.
Yeah.
If need be, let me know.
Yeah,
you are an amazing person, quite seriously.
Thank
and
you.
You've done so much for us Greeks in Melbourne. I don't think there's one person in Melbourne that doesn't know you, but if you hear to Gogglebox, I think you make your name synonymous with Gogglebox. We were just sitting here before and these random ladies came up, God bless their souls, and they said, oh, Anastasia, can we have a photo?
Yeah.
How often does that happen to you?
All the time. All the time. And I love it. You know, I love it if I can make people smile. You know, at the very, very start of Gogglebox, this lady came up to in the street and she says to me, Anastasia, I love watching you. And she goes, I lost my son a few months ago. And she goes, and for an hour each week, you make me forget that I've lost my son. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
You know, but with Greek, do you honestly think that I'll put Greece on the map? Greece on the map? Do you really?
I think you've done a lot for Greeks, yeah.
Really?
I think you've done a lot for all Greeks because...
Do you think I deserve like an award or something for it?
I think you are a walking award, and I think the recognition you can get from people in the street goes to show quite genuinely how much people think of you.
Well, someone's got to stick up for the Greeks or talk about the Greeks. Why everyone else talks about their nationalities, why not us?
It's very true, but I think from the start, I mean, I think I've seen you with Couvertes, I've seen you with Greek pillows, everything. I love
Everything
it.
Greek.
Is that always been you, or did you have to put it on?
Always been,
very
loved,
patriotic.
I've always loved Greek music. Always spoke Greek at home. Well, I didn't speak English until I went to school.
Wow.
Because when I was born, and my parents were New Australians, I didn't know how to speak English. So all I did, I had to go to school. When I started kinder, they had to start teaching me how to speak English.
Wow. Who's your favourite Greek singer?
Sfaganakis.
Ah, he's very good, huh?
You know what? I want to marry him. Sorry, Gab. I actually want to chase him and marry him. I'm just so in love with him.
Me and my beautiful Sophia, my partner, we were listening to him the other night.
I saw you dancing.
Oh, did you like that one?
Yeah,
That
wasn't Sfaganaki. That was
Ekonomopoulos.
Ekonomopoulos, yeah.
I love them all.
I love Ekonomopoulos. So I went to his concert in Greece, yeah?
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Here, $350 a ticket here. In Greece, I paid 20 euros.
Best. What experience.
What an experience. And we tried to get into the back. I said to my niece, come with me, I'll get you to meet him. Going through the back of the Oval where he is, we didn't get it.
He doesn't watch Gogglebox by any chance?
Oh, I doubt it.
Do the Greeks in Greece have a version of Gogglebox?
No. We should start one up in Greece.
It's actually something. There you go. There you go. Guys, a massive thank you for tuning in. That'll do us from Melissa in Oakley. A huge thanks to Archie, Con and the team for allowing us to film from here. We really appreciate it. The coffee's amazing. Next time we're going to get Souvlaki. Yeah. Speaking of Souvlaki, where should you go to in Melbourne?
Probably, I don't know, where do you go? What do you like?
I change it up a bit. I love an Odyssey over the charcoal.
Yeah,
I love
is nice.
Mythos.
Yeah.
But we actually went the other day to Stalactites in the city.
What did you think of stalactites?
Loved it.
Do Greeks still own stalactites?
Now you're putting me on the spot.
I don't think they own it anymore.
All I know is it was amazing Souvlaki.
Was it? Maybe we'll go to stalactites.
I'll take you there.
Yeah, we'll go to we'll see you at stalactites.
See you at stalactites. Thanks so much again for tuning in.
We'll give
Anastasia, she's the rock star. She's actually the best. She's got 13,000 followers on Instagram.
Oh no, that's nothing.
She's a big thing.
On my TV page, the other one I've got more.
You got more.
Actually, all over, I've got maybe over 100,000 followers.
Oh, goodbye, guys.
Μια μάτια σου μόνο φτάνει αεροπλάνο να